Hey guys, it's your man Alex Smith. Now, today I'm going to be answering some questions that you have asked me in this Q&A video. I have a feeling it could potentially be very long, so I'm going to try not to ramble, as I'm doing right now. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Now, question 1 comes from literally nobody, and it reads, Alex, can you please do a Q&A video? Yes, I can. Next question. Is there a place, physically or mentally, that you go to get inspired? And if so, where/what is it? Smiley face. And that one comes from Katie. Thank you very much. First of all, thank you. That's a really good question. I've been going back to some physical places recently where some stuff went down in order to try and live in the moment and just capture some stuff that I would have forgotten otherwise. Because I feel like emotional honesty is what makes a song great, and I really want to try and capture the feelings I was feeling so that other people who are going through similar stuff can also get that kind of catharsis, that release from listening to my music, which is hugely important to me when it comes to songwriting. That being said, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to everybody. It's not a good time. Obviously, you gotta look after your own mental health. If doing that stuff is really fucking you up, don't do it. Don't go to places that really fuck up your brain, please. On the other side of that coin, I reckon just do not think about it at all. Give yourself some time completely away from the song. I actually spoke about it in my How to Write a Song video on YouTube, which I'll link here, or maybe in a card, or a video link in the description, because I'm old and I don't fucking understand how YouTube works anymore because they changed it too many times. But that video actually has a lot of truth to it. All the methods that I list are actually things that I try to do when I write songs. It's just hidden in the folds of the humor, which is incidentally going to be my autobiography. But thank you very much, Katie, for that question. This next question comes from Scott, who lives in Townsville, and it reads, I would like to ask what genre you feel your music sits in. Do you think it fits neatly in one or more fields? Solid question. I'd say I fall under the umbrella category of rock, subcategory pop. That being said, I really love to experiment with different genres. On the new album, there's a song which is just a Dixieland jazz kind of style song with some rock. There's another song which is kind of a funky, sexy, bluesy time song with some rock and a lot of 90s. It's a very 90s song. Not intentional. It just happened. The name of my second autobiography. That has sad connotations. But I don't ever want to become one of those musicians that has fine-tuned their sound so much that it would then be weird for them to play any other kind of song. Like, there has to be some evenings where AC/DC are like, I really wish I could just write a... Oh, what was that? You know, imagine just getting chained up to the wall and being like, now write ballads! Write ballads, you son of a bitch! You know, that would suck. And I do this because I enjoy it and I want to express myself. And I think the second that you stop being allowed to express yourself however you want, then are you really expressing yourself? So thank you very much, Scott, for that question. This next question comes from Jay from Brisbane, and she asks, which songs are you most and least proud of? Why? I'm probably least proud of I Got a Feelin' by Black Eyed Peas because lyrically it's a trash fire of a song. I'm probably most proud of Despacito because it came out of nowhere and it's a banger. I definitely recommend it. You're probably referring to my songs though. Of my songs, I'm probably most proud and most disappointed in my song Guilty, actually. Because I wrote in 2011 and back then I hadn't developed the stringent and very strict list of rules and codes that I adhere to when I write songs now. And as a result of that, it means that there are a lot of little things that clash with me personally whenever I sing it. And I didn't realize this until I had recorded it, until it was all finished. I think the second something becomes a song that you've written instead of a song that you were writing, you get a whole new perspective on it. And it's really infuriating because I wish I could look at my songs in a way that makes me write them better when I'm writing them. That being said, I think it's the song I'm most proud of because I think it really captured the feeling I was going for, and that feeling was being guilty, you know? With other songs that I've written, you know, as I've grown older, and I can say that because I've grown years older since I wrote those last songs. With the other songs, as I've grown older, I've kind of grown out of the feeling I was feeling, like my worldview's changed, but I have a couple songs that as I listen to them, they either start to make more sense, which is odd because I'm the one who wrote them, or I just be like, yeah, that is still how I feel. And I think Guilty is one of those songs that just really captured it, and I don't think that honest, emotional connection really gets outdated. So thank you very much to Jay for that question. This next question's from David, and he asks, is there a chance the tracks may bend? It glides as softly as I fucked it. This next question's from Jez, and he asks, if you could have written any song in existence, which would it be and why? I think that Bat Out of Hell is the song that I wish I wrote because it is incredible, and I might not always be in the mood to listen to it, but I do think it's a masterpiece of music. It's so good and incredibly influential to me. I love it. Bat Out of Hell. You gotta listen to it. I'll put that in the description as well. A link to that, if I remember to. I'll probably forget. But yeah, Bat Out of Hell. That's your answer there for you. Dream artists to collaborate with, and why? When you say this, I presume you mean like which big musician would I want to collaborate with? And the answer is none of them, because I would feel so cripplingly terrified that I think I wouldn't be able to make any music. I already get really nervous and anxious when it comes to writing my own music. I'm already like, this is not good enough. And just imagine if you're just sitting across from fucking Eminem. Hey Eminem, what do you think of this bass line? Yeah, it's alright. No, he's lying, he's Eminem! I wouldn't be able to relax. There are people that I'd like to collaborate with that aren't A-list celebrities, like your good self, Benedict Braxton Smith. But if he could stop being in New York and achieving everybody in the entire world's dreams for one fucking second. Finn, Aiden, Curtis? Rather than incredibly famous celebrities. Like, can you just imagine me fucking calling up Taylor Swift and being like, hey, is Taylor there? Oh, why not? She's dead! And finally, would you rather have fingers the length of legs or legs the length of fingers? Now, this is a very difficult question, except no it isn't, because I'm a musician and I played stringed instruments. I'm your man Alex Smith and I'm going to play some music for you. Here we go. Chunga 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 chunga. But no, definitely, finger length legs, because it's like an Easter egg for anyone who takes your pants off. Just like, you like that? Thank you very much, Jess, for your question. This next question is from Cassie, and she asks, would you ever consider being part of a band rather than a solo musician? Well, whenever I have a really awesome event, or a gig, or an album launch, I'll have your band Alex Smith, which is Lachlan James Kennedy on the bass, Ben Harper on the drums, Lucas Fisher of Valhalla fame on the sweet electric guitar, and we just switch out the keyboard players as we go! I figure that what you mean when you ask this question is, would I rather be in another band, or your man Alex Smith? Obviously, if it's that choice, then your man Alex Smith, but if all options are on the table and I can do whatever I want, which I can, and so can you, and that's the pleasure of life, then I would definitely love to be in a band. I love playing music. It's what I'm about. I think the thing is, with your man Alex Smith, I'm too emotionally invested, and it's too important to me that everything's perfect, it has to be just like this. Whereas I think if it was just a band with just a bunch of people just playing songs, like, that'd be great fun, and I wouldn't get so insane control freaky about it. Which is the harder part of songwriting, the lyrics or the music, and which do you do first? Writing music is by far the hardest thing I find about writing songs. Lyrics, so easy. They just come out of me constantly. But when it comes to actually writing the music for them, I can't do it. And it's because I keep policing myself, and I just keep, whenever I'm writing a song, I always think, oh, this sounds like this other song, or this sounds like one of my songs. And you can't be doing that to yourself, because a song needs to be what it is. And if you cram another chord progression on top of a song that's supposed to be, if it's just meant to be a certain way, and you're trying to drag it in this other direction, then yeah, you will end up with a song that doesn't sound like that song. But, damn it, maybe it's supposed to sound like that. Chill out, man. They're songs. There are so many songs that sound like other songs. The thing to take away from that is, don't rip off other people's songs, don't intentionally try to steal someone else's chords, but don't stop yourself from writing music because it's sounding like other people's songs. Because you're not going to write anything if you don't let yourself write anything, you know? So thank you very much, Cassie, for the question. This next question comes from Shannon, from Japan. Biggest inspirations and musical influences. Queen, Meatloaf, Jim Steinman, The Proto-Men, Sam Cooke, Chris de Burgh. The man tells a good story. Robbie Williams was surprisingly formative to my music career. Just the entirety of the 50s, the music, not the systemic racism. And just like hits along the years. Just like really good, randomly great songs that I heard along the way. Like Real Big Fish. I love Real Big Fish. How good is Real Big Fish? But yeah, that's my influences and my inspirations. And I'm sure there's like a million more that I haven't even thought of. So, solid question from Shannon there. Thank you very much. This next question's from Hannah. Said Hannah a bit weird there. How is your hair so luscious? I would love to make a really funny comment about like, unicorn tears mixed with rainbows, but I have no right to. Look at my hair today. I'm putting out an actual outcry for help. If anyone has any, like, advice or tips, once your hair gets this length, it just starts doing this. I can't cut it. I already got business cards made. You gotta save me. Thank you very much for the question, Hannah. The next question is from Emma, and she asks, when is your new music coming out? I actually have a little secret. Come in. I actually finished the album. It's finished. It's finished in its entirety. I didn't know how to tell everybody, so I didn't tell anybody, but there it is. It's finished. I'm talking to a venue right now to organize a launch date, and I'm aiming for December 2017. If I can't get a gig in December of this year, then January of next year, and I'll launch it digitally in December. That is a Your Man Alex Smith claim. It's not a promise. And, oh my god, the artwork looks so good. And it's like a gatefold wallet where you open it up and there's artwork on the inside as well. And there's a poster inside and it folds out and there's lyrics on one side and a poster on the other side. And the guy who did the artwork for the poster on the inside is the same guy who did the artwork for Crazy Days, which looked great. Everyone loved the artwork for Crazy Days. And the artwork for Guilty also looks incredible. It's so good. The artist who did the artwork for Crazy Days is Endofdaysonmars. I'll put the link in the description because they're a boss. Love that guy. So, I will see you in the flesh world in December at my album launch. Unless the launch is in January, in which case I'll still see you there. That's it, there are no more questions. Thank you to everyone who did ask a question. Anyone who did, that's fine. Drop a new one in the comment section of this video, or on any of the many social media platforms upon which I am. Or send me a PM or a DM, depending which one. But maybe let me know it's for the Q&A, otherwise I'll just answer it like, yes, I do like dogs! And you'll be like, I want it to be in the video! But hopefully you had a good time, you got some laughs, and maybe it was interesting, maybe? But leave your comments, like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, and I'll make another one in a while, and you can be in that one. Also, if you haven't heard my music in a while and you want to, or if you're new and you haven't heard my music, I'll put a card in the corner of the screen, the I think, and then you can click on that, because I know that cards work on YouTube, and that'll take you to my Bandcamp, where you can listen to my music. But yeah, genuinely, thank you so much for watching this video, and have a good day. Be your best self. Goodbye.